What's going on, everybody? Time for another recap. Man, we got an interesting one today. We had a super large range of NQ to be had. So if you guys follow us over on X, we're not going to post that one. What up? We will have all the keys to the market, right? So as we came into today or last night, so I made a post last night, about 18 hours ago on this little here, and I said, as the 5-minute 200 SMA catches up, holds the support, we have a huge opportunity to run to 20,700. Okay. Now I made this call when we were down near 20,560. So we made like 190 some point call saying we're going to come up to this 20,700 area, rivaling this double top. Now it will put in a lower high inevitably at some point to this and kind of come back down. But again, our team was perfectly ready for that call. Now we made 114 points. I think I took overnight just on some options and some other, and so on and so forth. I also posted this target range for today. I said we are going to get 20,702. And then our other short targets on deck for today are as follows. Now, after we hit 20,702.50, and I said that was going to be a long later in the day, right? So today will be a fun one. Lots of range in the action. Long target later in the day, short targets in the green. So we were talking about later today. We're going to get that force up all the way to 20,702. And now we are looking at the short targets. I assume we're going to actually come all the way back down to 20,768.50, the bottom target right here. I don't know about these. This is all bonus round to me, but I'm going to hold shorts on contracts and so on and so forth until we get to my marker now, and I know right now we are a little bit a ways from that target even now. So we have actually just a ton of points on deck short. What are we at right now? Yeah, just a ton of on points deck on short right now, even to be had. Now, Paulo does speak here through the afternoon. I'm assuming that'll be the catalyst to break it back down. But if you're following along on X, you got a 191 point call and did a little explanation on there. Now, let's talk about today. We had some really interesting action today on an algo force up, and this is just a manipulation scam, which is, we're perfectly fine with manipulation scams. The difference between most people that cry about manipulation and us is we know when manipulation's coming. We're not going to cry about manipulation. We see it coming and we just play the manipulation. It's not that hard, right? So you see ES here, and I took a little picture and I said ES is just up from 5,700, right? We just had this up, and then on the chart differences here, you can see for over an hour, we've created actually a low and a higher low on VIX, and we are creating this beautiful uptrend while the market was going up. So we have a divergence, right? So the volatility index, VIX, is telling us that, hey, we're gaining speed over here. We're seeing people grab insurance for the downside. So they want to see that downside insurance, right? So it finally broke through the end of the day here and kind of gave us a couple different targets to do so. So we had a nice sliver gap right here. We're going to take this off. That was a downsided back target. There we go. And let's get into most of the trades. So today we had a opportunity to see an algo and more. So what I like to do is I chart off the body of these big boys here. So we had that huge candle 711. I charted off the high low of the body. I did not worry about the high low in this one. The body is very strong, and I want that Fibonacci to be a little bit more shrunken. So today's price action, if we hold that golden pocket, which you'd hear me talk about GPs a lot, 496.19, we have a potential to squeeze back up. And our whole narrative was for 20,700 to make an appearance on NQ, right? So once we held the golden pocket of the 711 candle, and we had support, we had a clear shot to the target plus some, because that's what NQ does. It goes past a lot of the time its target ranges. Doesn't matter if it's a moving average, price level, fib, it likes to go past it a little bit, right? So we can see here on NQ that we made it up to the 20,700, and that was actually way down here. And this was my hidden target for the day right here. So I can delete that. That sucker is gone. And then it moved past that target like regular NQ fashion. So moved up another almost 90 some points. That means we're really cooking to that upside here, guys, and we need some back test, right? And after that big push back up, we could see nothing but short. So I told my team by 10:30 a.m., you're going to want to watch that short. We're not going to hold up forever. We have a ton of downside targets yet to make for today. And I don't know if we're going to get those or not without some really good breakage here. So we're back testing a lot of support right now. So I can bring these anchor view apps up, and we'll come back to these in a second here. But I just want to show you these top downs. All these top down anchors right here need to be tested on a force up as well. So when price action cracked, obviously coming down to the last low anchor, that's going to be your bounce point. And then our ultimate goal is to get down to the blue level, which we'll go over in a minute. But you can see all those top downs were just very, very clean. Now, like we said, it was just way too extended. We've seen the VIX gathering insurance. So when the VIX is going up, but you see this thing plow past the volume area highs, past 50 fibs, right past VWAPs hundreds, and just keep blowing the top off over and over and over again. That's just short squeeze, right? That's perfectly normal. So if you see on like the SPY here and the Qs, SPY pushing into those all-time highs, over yesterday's highs, that's the range, right? So the range is a short squeeze. So we have a beautiful yesterday's highs level right here, comes up, holds the 100 EMA, pushes past yesterday's highs, comes all up here, comes down to the volume area high, right? So that's the first scam. So the first dump is 10:30 a.m. algo, right? So Euro close, I say watch coming into there. About 5 minutes before Euro close, we got the dump. So that's like I said, don't take any shorts too early until we see the dump, and then manipulation happens again. What do? Well, they're just going to trap shorts. They're going to slam it all the way down with a bunch of red candles, slam it down too. They're going to do a fresh low, and they're going to reverse it, and then they're going to give you the actual confirmational move. So I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen here. It's going to push back up over the volume area high, continuously back to the volume area high for the day, and then after setting this short trap right here, it's going to range down big time, right? Just wash out a bunch of points, come down into the anchors we just showed you, and it's going to give you another pop to lower high. This lower high is a scam. It's going to give you a fresh low right there, right out of consolidation, and then what's it going to do? It's reverse on you because you're an idiot, because you follow shorts and follow you long tops and you short bottoms. So it comes back down, pushes, lower highs, breaks into low. Here's you, the general retail investor. I'm not kidding. I'm joking. It's obviously not you, but this is most traders, right? They get this fresh low and they're like, okay, short. Okay, well, enjoy your 20 some points to the upside and the boost, and we're going to wait for a real lower high to get out. So this low right here being pushed all the way up is up. Way over that. We're up 30 some points there, maybe 25, 30 points. Regardless, it's going higher, guaranteed. So regardless of its extension, regardless of it being up too high right now, it does not matter. These algos are just grab, let loose on a fresh low break. That's the scam. Pushes back up, and then we need to find a real lower high territory here to continue the trail back down. I still think we got a big short through the afternoon. Again, Powell will most likely be the catalyst. So a little bit of a dump. We'll climb back up for the algos, right? So we put the short trap out there right here. Let the noobs short lows get pushed all the way out until here, pop. And then maybe, we cut up from there. That's the short squeeze. Come down. And I still think we can get low, if not lower. So I'm going to hold on to my shorts and continue making these metrics to the downside as we have one more target to the downside. Now, I did post a lot of my downside targets down 20,550s, 560s on the NQ. So again, the entry just isn't perfect right here, right? Quite yet. So what are we waiting for? Well, the anchor, right? So back to the anchors here. And I'll go back to a single pane chart quick, and you can see that these anchors have a no tag at yesterday's low price action. So what we like to see here is this anchor that has zero price action according to it. You see price action pushed up, zero tag, nothing in pre-market, and nothing at the open. So this needs a magnet back test. And sometimes these anchors stay open for days. Very rarely do they stay open for multiple days. But a back test here is something that you really need to get acquainted with, because a tag that has never been made through after hours pre-market needs a live trading hour tag, right? So the live trading hour tag right here is the most important part. So watching it fail from here, and again, it should lower high and then come back down and chase this anchor on the low. Now, we just got to wait for that lower high to slam into another big trade, and we'll get it, right? If it wants to leak out and just continue the panic straight down, is what it is. I already got shorts on. But if our NQ here decides to really pop up, and again, like we just explained, it's got a fresh low tag here, and that's where the short trap is, because you see the big dump. They put in a small lower high, which is fake. They put a lower low in. They scam all the noobs. We're going to push up. Their stop outs are set right here, because for whatever reason, they don't know how to trade. And then they get squeezed out, and then it becomes, double top, lower high scenario. Powell comes out, and the algos wash this thing, okay? So just keep in mind that is still a huge vulnerability, right? Now, we haven't really had a backtest of VWAPs. That's another really big thing you can see in the purple dash line here. It's another reason that we're going to go lower here, even if we pop, is a backtest of that volume weighted average price. Now, the 5 minute, we still don't have a 200 SMA tag as well this morning. But if you notice on the scam up that we had on Friday, See how we missed it again? I'm really big on hits here. So we missed it again, 5 minute 200. Okay. That's another reason I used the 5 minute 200 on that NQ call last night. I still think we have an opportunity to blow this out of the, or into the water, maybe into the water, down into the deep depths of the 200 SMA 5 minute, especially on the SPY. Now, again, Qs is a tad bit different. We hit some different moving averages here on the Q, and we kind of stuck tight to a few of them, which is perfectly fine, no big deal. But the Q's down here, we do just have a 666. We already hit the 200 SMA, but I'm not too worried about that because we can get into that low side of things here. And again, I'm just very biased on the anchor right here. So congrats on anybody that took those predictions. I had a lot of messages from you guys that thanked me overnight for that hold. A lot of you guys got 120 plus points with us, and we had a banger of a day. So those are all of our trades and our outlooks for the rest of today. So if any of these recaps do give you a value, you want to join us in trading, link is in the description to join us live. There's no course for sale. I get some comments once in a while that saying I sell courses. I don't. We sell a live trading session. I'm present and in the work, in the cut, in the pit with you guys every single day, narrating these trades, talking about these trades, helping people with their trading style. We are not sitting here just giving an alert service. That's the last thing we do, as that is very counterproductive to actual real trading. So if any of this is beneficial to you guys and you guys want to stick around, subscribe, get over there on X, get your free calls. If you want to trade with Apex or Top Step, we also have codes for that in the link in the description. Come trade with us. You guys take care, trade safe. We'll catch you on the next.